So I'll keep
Right. So setup wise, you see the difference there now on this right hand one, more in line there.
Yep.
That's basically where you come back to impact. If your hands start back here and then come back there, that handle being pushed forward, which again is, I think you said at the start you're trying to get your hands past your hips. Well, yes, you did that. Your head kind of went backwards from where it started. So that's kind of where your setup was with the head. As you come back to the goal ball, now you sort of hang back on it. I mean, that's impact there. Look where your hands are gone. Your hands are gone forward there. The ball's about to be blurred there now. Just about to see it. So that's probably the club somewhere around here, just that. But those hands are still kind of pulled through. They've gone past your hip, but you've dragged the handle rather than letting the club head go, effectively, yeah?
Just getting used to
This movement here now, when you come back to the golf ball at impact there, that's just before impact, I would say. So the blur now is kind of just behind, because the next frame now the ball's gone completely, okay? So that's different. That's the next frame, which is your club head, so it's obviously so fast for the camera. But you can see there now you come back to a similar spot to where your hand started. So by virtue of that, the club face now, if it starts straight and your hands turn back to the same position, yes, your head's gone back a smidgen, but the club face is still going to be square. The head goes back and the club square, it goes a bit high. Not the end of the world, yeah. You might lose a bit of yardage, but it's going to go high rather than, yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's going to be straighter, yeah. So when you see when you finish that swing, it's still hanging back, but we want to see you basically getting over there eventually. But you can only really get forward if the golf ball in the air is curving. Curving that way. If the golf ball's curving that way, no part of your brain is, well, yeah, you got my left side because it's going to go further right. Yeah. So the ball's hooking because you're hanging back on it. Yeah. When you're hanging back on it this way and the club's overtaking, you hit the hook shot. Then you go, okay, I can now start moving this way, getting onto your left side with the upper body, getting yourself more into the right position, which will square the club face up, bring the ball flight down, obviously with a reduced slice. But if your golf ball on this left-hand one, when you're at the golf ball, is just going to go and curve that way, every part of your being is going to sort of want to hang back here, and flick it left and swing it left, yeah? So you're going to try and pull everything left to target. So your impact positions or the hands way forward.
More and more I've ingrained it is get that, go that way, and it's.
But you sort of said yourself, as a feeling, you were trying to get the hands to go past the hips, which there is an element the hands do go past the hips, but the club head itself's got to win the race to go past you, you see, yeah? If the hands don't win the race, but the club head doesn't win the race, the hands win, the club head's open. So it's that sensation of the club head now going to go past you, but to you, and it's almost going to feel like you're releasing it early, yeah?
Yeah,
it won't be.
It won't be. I would say it'll feel unnatural.
Well, you think at impact, when you're hitting the golf ball, your hands are kind of there. The feeling in terms of what you want to have is the hands are going to be almost back on this blue line here, which I'm showing on the video now. So you must feel like your hands are there at impact on the blue line. They'll be nowhere near that. But that's the feeling you're going to have. The club head has gone past you.
Trying to let that go here, rather than
my
hands here. No, this is about the time I do it. In reality, it's probably more.
Well, if we say that much in the golf swing is going to be almost a split second, yeah. Now that's obviously quite a bit in reality, but you still got to get that club going past. And if you're not squaring the club face up correctly, everything then tries to sort of send it left, send it high. Just one point note again in terms of your setup: don't let your arms reach out and stretch, yeah. So they're stretching for the ball. How much control have you got of that club face? Probably a lot less, yeah? If you're reaching out, it's like... exactly, yeah. Get your arms just hanging down from the shoulder so your arms can move and rotate and get a bit more kind of ability to square that club face up, buddy. Okay, mate?